I am back. Hello everyone. Guten Tag, bonjour, dobry den. This is me, Zeno77, talking to you on our weekly stream that we do on Wednesday. I only have one question. Yeah, I want to maximize myself. Why was I so small? I generally don't know. And today we are having, as always, another stream. Today's topic will be something that I thought through very deeply, actually, for the last week. And I honestly didn't think about this through a stream, but I decided to do it today when I was sleeping. When I woke up, I I was actually taking a nap then. I decided that today we're going to be talking about dating and love. Now the thing is as always, I will be reacting to YouTube videos, so it's not going to be a speaking video. I'm not sure how long will it take us, but what I can assure you is that eventually, okay, now I understood why I had to be big. What I can assure you is that today's stream is going to be interesting. Now, I don't know how long it will take us, and maybe we will jump through some other videos, but we are going to be starting about dating and love because what are we going to talk about is actually a video that I found on YouTube from Iman Gadzi. Yeah, I hyped it up, but I haven't done a reaction to him. And this video popped up like 2 hours ago, and I decided, well, okay, let's listen to a multimillionaire giving out dating advice. Then today I have like this new video by Ben Shapiro. I genuinely don't know if I'm going to be digging very deep into it. And then if I do have time, if I do have some, so to say, energy and time to stream, because I have recently started studying again, and I will need to get to bed earlier. But if I do have time, we're going to be talk about love don't judge, or as I like to call it, love don't love judge, or maybe just simply judge. In any case, we will be waiting for our a couple viewers, and when they will be on, we will also be on. Okay. With that being said, I will actually have to turn off. No, I actually have to start it. Give me a sec. And my loneliness is killing me now. Don't you know I still believe?
Hello, Iman.
Okay, Arsenal won. That's a very nice news for you. And we also got a new subscriber. So lucky 71. We are about to push to 75. And I really hope that we will be increasing this channel a lot. I think with that being said, we can start a reaction. Yeah, I think we can start. I finally answered this question. A video by Iman Gadzi, who is a multimillionaire, and I think this is his assistant sitting next to him. Let me just do it like this. This video, as I understood through a thumbnail, tackles some dating stuff. Now, again, I'm not sure how much it really tackles this issue. And remember, this is my stream. I can end it whenever I want, unless you don't want it. I think I'll try to handle it for an hour. Then I'll probably see how it's going to go on. I haven't watched his content for a couple months, so I genuinely don't know what he's up to. With that being said, guys, let's jump into the reaction. Welcome, Iman. This is your official debut on Zeno77.
Iman?
Hello again.
Well, let me just listen to it. Okay, it works. Let's go.
No way.
This time last year was the last time we filmed for YouTube.
Correct?
And now look at us.
What do you mean?
Different location. Big day over there. Gadsy on our eyes.
Globetrotters.
Globetrotters. What's the biggest change since a year ago?
I don't think anything's changed.
You don't think anything's changed? I think
Okay, they're literally talking. I'm waiting for. I call the stream dating and love. I really need to talk about some dating and love stuff.
some things have changed.
Okay, what's changed for you?
Well, from an outsider looking in, you've become a lot funnier, which I'm very proud of. You've started to show your personality more.
I don't
and
like that.
I'm very proud of you. No, I love it. I love it. I have a running joke with Iman. Well, it's not really a running joke with Iman. It's a running joke with myself about Iman.
Okay, that's a
that
good one.
you are funny for 4 times of the year. But so far, you've been funny a handful of times. So I'm really proud of that. And people are starting to notice that your fans,
looks
your
a bit
audience
too
are like,
shy.
I love to see Iman just like a bit more goofy and stuff.
Yeah, I don't think he is. Like, maybe it's he's in character, but I don't think he's really enjoying that.
Yeah, I don't like that. I let it slip. I had a Freudian slip a couple times on short form. Never again.
No, we love to see it. Are you gonna offer me some Big Day?
Would you
It's
like
just
a big
sitting
day?
there. Yes,
What
and
do
I
you
would
want,
like you to hand pour it. Oh, and since you're fasting currently,
Oh right,
will
it's
have both.
Ramadan. He's
Both.
fasting.
yes, please, sir.
Alright. What do you want first, lime or watermelon?
I'll do the watermelon first.
Why did you put 2 glasses then?
Delicious.
I don't know why. I feel like I'm on the fucking Oprah Winfrey show or some shit.
That's perfect. So how are you really? No, I'm kidding.
No, we're not doing this.
I'm kidding. No.
Okay, I think it's.
Do you think there's such thing as being too comfortable?
Woo, we got debatable topics. Okay. Do you think is there such thing as being comfortable? I'm curious what he's gonna answer. He's obviously going to answer no, but let's no. Although who knows? Is there such a thing as being too comfortable? Too comfortable. Yeah, I think that people eventually relax. Yeah. My guess is that he's going to say yes.
With your partner?
With your partner, with your life, yes.
In life in
definitely,
general.
But yeah, specifically with your partner.
Yeah, 100%. For me personally, I would never want to be comfortable with my partner. If I ever got like, I'm not talking like a little like chubby. I mean like fat for extended
Yeah.
period of time. Like I would hope my partner would leave me. And everyone who says, "Oh yeah, I unconditionally love that person," like that's a load of horse shit. Because I can tell you right now, if they became a weed smoking video game addict and piled on an extra 100 kilos,
Yeah.
you would leave them.
You would leave them.
Unconditional love is something that's reserved for your mother. Like
So your mom is the only
That
one
is
that
true.
your
is
mother will
unconditional.
Mom, if you're watching this stream, mwah, I love you.
unconditionally
Yeah.
love you, even if you are a weed smoking video game addict and you gain 100 kilos. Your mom will still love you.
That
Your
is
wife
true.
should not, because you actually lied to her. Because the person she went into a relationship with,
Was
you
not
went
the
back on her.
same.
So you actually lied about who you are. It's not as in they don't want to stick around or this that. It's just you are not the same person that they agreed to
Agreed
get into a
to, yeah.
relationship with.
Yep.
That happens a lot. The whole this isn't the man I fell in love with. Yeah.
Stop showing off this.
Is there like something that you crave in people?
That's an interesting question. What does he crave?
Because thinking about this circle that you have, okay, we're all super, super different. And obviously for you, your circle's a bit interesting because it's your employees, but it's also your close friends. And like, we are all so different individually. Like, what's the one thing that you get attracted to in a person?
Let's take a guess. Watching his content and kind of relating to myself, I would say ambition. It doesn't matter in which, or either ambition or passion, you know? A person has to be passionate in something. And I genuinely don't care in what it is, like for me, but one of those things that actually happened was my friends. When you're waiting for them like to become passionate of someone and you have to help them find it, because that's really when someone's not craving anything from this life, it's hard to deal with that person later. But if someone has passion, but if someone has passion, yeah, that person's gonna be fine.
I'd say for me, loyalty.
Mm.
Like, I know I said unconditional love, that doesn't exist except for your family. But for me, that's because unconditional love is like, people throw that around way too lightly.
Yeah.
There's nothing stronger on earth.
Yeah.
But loyalty, every single person I've kept in my life is one of those people where if I hadn't have kept them in my life on my deathbed, even if I hadn't talked to them in 40 years, I would have thought back and gone, I wonder whatever happened to them.
Interesting. Loyalty. Well, yeah, if you crave. Huh. God, that's even a better answer than mine. That's why he's sitting in this place and I'm sitting in this place.
And people don't really realize it. And I'm sure you've seen it, how people come in contact with our circle.
Yeah.
And it's like a drug. They've never seen such a cohesive unit, and they've never seen like a dynamic in a group like what we have. And that's because, as I said, I just feel like every person around me is like some character in a movie. They're just there's just those characters in life that you can't forget them. And I decided, rather than forgetting these people, let me just keep them around.
Fuck, I had a great question. It's just flown away.
If it's flown away, that means it wasn't that great of a question. Remember, if you forget something, even by accident, that means that it wasn't really that great.
If I started dating a guy and you met him, you didn't like him, would you expect me to listen to you? How would you navigate that? If I really liked a guy, but you were like, he is not the one for you, I can't stand him. And what would he have to be for you to not stand him? Questions.
Too many
I think,
questions.
listen, I don't expect you to listen to me. I think it's in your best interest if you do, because any sort of masculine relation you've had in your life, I've always been right about.
Oh, okay.
Since you were 16, I've called the end of your relationships to the month.
Oh, not to the month. Let's not exaggerate.
Basically to the month.
I'm just putting my phone on silent. Sorry.
Screenshot.
I didn't mean to. It was just awkward.
So yeah, no, I don't expect you to listen to me. I tell you, even if you didn't want to hear it, because to me that's what a friend does.
Okay, but what would he
just
have to
friends.
be for you to not be able to stand him?
Someone who challenges you slightly. I think for you, I would never want you to date like someone with my character. That would be
a f***ing disaster. My hair.
Okay, so this is where the subject of dating leads. Their personal lives. Not that big of an expert to talk about their personal lives. But let me listen.
would fall out. I would be 10 kilos underweight, which wouldn't be a bad thing, to be honest, but I would hate that.
So I think for you, you definitely need someone a lot more on the emotional side.
Not a lot more on the emotional side, but slightly.
No, a lot more than me.
Yeah. Just in tune a little bit. It would be nice. I'm just gonna dibble dabble between flavors for now.
Double dip, why not?
Double dip.
I'm getting confused. I don't want to watch this. I have nothing to comment on.
Should do watermelon lime next.
Or you can
Taste it.
mix it
Should we do rock, paper, scissors, but with a bet?
with a bet.
Yeah.
No, you're good at rock, paper, scissors. No.
What?
No. I
Yes.
remember you're good at rock, paper, scissors.
Pussy out of it. Okay, should we just do best out of 3 just to do best out of 3?
No, because you're still going to win. I know you're good.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
And he fell to the woman who he claims is his friend. I don't genuinely know, and I don't want to start a conflict, so I'll just skip it.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Woo! How does it feel to...
I think after
naturally...
after these words, he's going to dedicate his whole life trying to actually, like, I'm curious, are there coaches in rock, paper, scissors? I know we're supposed to discuss serious subjects. I'm probably going to rename this stream, but I'm trying to at least be a little more interactive. Holy mother of my cracks! Check this out. Rock, paper, scissors. Okay, is this some kind of workout? Who taught us rock, paper, scissors? I should start. I know there's a championship. Probably there are coaches. I think most coaches, if you had to hire them, they should probably work with your psychology. Because honestly, this is like, it's really game of guess. There's no. Is there a strategy in rock, paper, scissors? I gotta dive into that more deeply.
Females are obviously more intuitive than men, okay? And apparently, males in the workspace, like there was some statistic that men are trying to channel their inner intuition and femininity more so that they can work on making incentive decisions in the workspace.
And where did you hear that report?
I heard it at my female founders panel.
Of course you did.
Okay, I'll give them that. I'll give them that.
We're talking about this on our podcast now?
I thought that was interesting. I
Studies?
just wanted to give you guys a little fact of the day.
Fact.
Yeah, that's not a fact. All right, what would you give a guy who's like just a normal dude, right? What advice would you give him to level up their
That's interesting.
life and attract their dream partner?
You know, the thing is with me, man, and this is where we're different, is I base a lot on if someone's just a decent person. For me, if you're like a decent person, that
Tamara,
kind of already gives you
respect-
browning points.
No, for sure it gives you brownie points, but respectfully, you know many decent guys, you've never gone on a fucking date with them. So
Yeah, because I'm not attracted to them.
cut the crap. So let's
I'm not attracted to them.
how
But okay, how does I mean Iman is doing good at this one because it's not enough, you know, and he's genuinely like curious. Okay, so what does attract? Like level up is obviously about attraction. It's not about becoming a better. If a guy becomes a better person, you cannot not be attracted to them. I think it's the same with a girl. If she becomes a better girl, how can you not be attracted to her? You're like, yeah, girl, you're doing better. You're doing so much better. You're actually the goddess that everyone would dream of. But I'm not attracted to. Doesn't make any sense.
how do you become attracted to them? Because I
Well-
know you're not attracted to looks.
I am, though.
No, but I've seen things you've dated. And
I feel like she was supposed to kind of ask him some questions, and he understood that she's mostly roasting him, and decided, okay, I'm gonna play this game my way as well.
The things I've dated. Are you having a giggle? Every guy I've ever dated has been super hot.
that's not true. But
Who hasn't been hot? The only one who hasn't been hot is
girls don't necessarily need the guy who's the most attractive. They just
No,
want to
definitely
be
not.
attracted by him.
yeah. Well, that's all about charm. No,
That's why Nick Miller is getting attracted by Jazz in New Girl. That's why Leonard Hofstadter gets married to Penny. That's why Ross Geller gets married with Rachel. Or does he? No, he actually ends up with Rachel Green. But still, you catch the point.
knowing
Okay.
how to speak to a female, knowing how the female mind works. I'm not saying be toxic, definitely not, but understanding, you know, charm and humor. And I'm telling you, if you can make a girl laugh, immediate panties are wet. Like, you have to have some humor. You have to not take yourself seriously. And also, you have to have your own style. Like, no offense, I'm not going to date an Iman Gadzi wannabe. I'm just not. I don't like it. So, the guy's definitely got to have his
That was
own.
actually an amazing. That is actually an amazing advice. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That is actually an amazing advice. Okay, I'm starting to enjoy this video. Let me see where it rolls in.
Own style and not trying to morph into someone else that he's not. I think that's really important. What do I get if I do 20 push-ups?
What do you want?
What's on the options?
Try your luck.
Shopping spree.
How much?
I wanna, you know, I don't like taking advantage. So maybe a pair of shoes.
One pair of shoes.
One pair of shoes.
If you can do 20 proper
If I can do
push-ups.
20 push-ups, I want to get the Travis ones that I've been wanting for a really long time.
Push-up, Amara.
That is the only push-up I've ever known.
1.
Okay,
I
yeah,
just
that's
did
not.
2 of these. So
Okay,
it's
3, 4, 5, 6,
Okay, I'll do it. 7.
8.
Why am
Think
I
about those
watching
crabs.
this?
9, 10, 11,
Fine, let's finish the video.
my stomach hurts.
13, 14, 15. Nah, that doesn't.
To be fair, when I started doing push-ups again, I only did 20 consecutive. And that's like when I started. So I can assume that if she just like popped up and decided, okay, let me do some push-ups, yeah, doing 20 consecutive actually deserves a lot of respect. So I'm gonna give it to her.
16, 17, 18.
No, that doesn't count.
Straighten your legs, Amar.
I did 20. My body was shaking. I did 20.
Okay, fine.
Alex should. I just need some big day. This is a great ad.
This is a great ad.
This is a great ad.
You know, you
I
were only
just-
able to do that because of the big day.
It must have been because of the watermelon lime concoction.
There's something. This is something between them.
I've never done 20 push-ups in a row before.
What's the most you've ever done?
Like 12.
Well, I guess you still haven't even done one.
What?
Can we make an edit out of that?
That's a good roast. I'm not gonna lie, that's a good roast. If you're talking between friends.
Have you ever had a moment where you've just been like, I can't fucking stand Amara?
Yeah, sometimes. In
When
the past.
and why?
You don't do it as much. It used to be a bit of a pick me.
What? That's a joke.
No, that's serious.
How was I a pick me
With the guys.
with the guys?
Yeah. You're a lot with guys.
What do you
know,
mean I'm a lot? They're on my ass
No.
24/7.
No, because you let them.
You love it, Iman. You totally entertain, encourage it. When I'm with you guys, it's like I'm on the hot chair 24/7. It's like I have 5 brothers that I never asked for, never wanted, in my face the whole
Didn't you
time.
literally ask to come to Cape Town? I specifically remember you saying, even if there's no other females present, I would still like to come.
Aren't you happy I'm here?
Over the moon, can't you tell?
Yes, I can tell. You know, when fans reach out to you and say how much you've changed their life and how much you mean to them and how much you've helped them, etc., like, has it gotten old for you, or do you still get affected the same way as like the first fan that ever came up to you?
I think I've definitely gone desensitized to it, but to be honest, I got desensitized to it in like 5 years ago. When it's different is when it's in person.
Yeah,
When it's in
That is
person,
also
it's-
true.
a different
it's-
It
experience.
hits
Still
hard.
always special to this day.
Probably.
You-
I don't know.
like, it's a real
I actually never
human
had
in
this.
front
Why
of
am I
you.
even
Yeah.
saying
You can
it?
actually see the emotion. Because it's very easy to say things over text. But when you're in person with someone and you actually genuinely see what it means to them. Yeah, nothing compares to that.
Love that. Amazing.
Conclusion to all reacting streamers, and actually conclusion of this reaction: pick your videos better, guys. Pick your videos, do your homework, because I failed at mine. I have another project that I'm working on for this YouTube channel. I'm trying to make it big, so I didn't really think of this stream today as I think about the previous ones, and I want to apologize about this. But in any case, if you're watching this in replay, to Zeno77, and we just watched our first Iman Gadzi video on YouTube on this stream. So, in any case, I hope you enjoyed it. Stay positive in your life. And right now, for those of you watching this on the stream, we will be jumping to another reaction. But for those of you watching in replay, I'll see you in my other videos. Bye bye. Yeah, that was a terrible reaction. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I have to do my preps better. I just have.
Mittlerweile ist die ganze Szene von unseren Case Studies
No, I'm not
geflutet.
here for
Letztes
this
Jahr gab es Robbie.
advertisement. Okay. Okay. Before we enter the main soup of this reaction, this is what we're going to watch. Now, I hope she's talking about something that is related to today's subject. Well, not she, but you got Shakira, and Ben is talking about Shakira. I genuinely hope. Oh, God. Without anything additional added, I'll just pop in to doing the pre-YouTube recording. Shakira is based a reaction on Ben Shapiro's video, which should be included to the topic of love and dating. But in reality, I kind of might have picked wrong video. So if you have already watched this one and you know what it's going to be related to, I genuinely don't ask you to stay for long. But if you really want to see me watching this, I am going to watch these 8 videos about Shakira, make some comments about them, about the video, and I hope you will enjoy them, because without further ado, let's pop into the reaction.
What is the most delightful entertainment story of the day? Shakira. Remember Shakira? She's the hips don't lie lady, correct? Okay, so Shakira apparently did an interview with Allure magazine and shared her less than glowing take on Barbie. She said, quote, "My sons absolutely hated it," referring to her sons.
Okay. This could go well for the dating and love. It's how her sons reacted to Barbie. Let's do it.
11 and 9. Said they felt it was emasculating, and I agree to a certain extent. She said, "I like pop culture when it attempts to empower women without robbing men of their possibility to be men, to also protect and provide. I believe in giving women all the tools and the trust that we can do it all without losing our essence, without losing our femininity. I think men have a purpose in society, and women have another purpose as well. We complement each other."
Hey, I can't watch this guy on 1X. I'm sorry, I have to put him on 075.
Compliment should not be lost. A journalist asked then, just because a woman can do it all doesn't mean she shouldn't. Shakira said, "Why not share the load with people who deserve to carry it, who have a duty to carry it as well?"
Okay.
Wow.
Slow.
Slow clap for Shakira. Wow, good job there. I feel like maybe her sons watched.
That is a slow clap. I literally had it on 075. I swear I had it on 075 and he said slow clap.
A particular 43-minute critique of the Barbie movie, in which many Barbie dolls were burned right at the beginning. I feel like maybe that happened. But enjoying the fact that Shakira is now receiving massive blowback. It's good to know that it wasn't just me. So Shakira also taking it on the chin for mentioning that Barbie is an emasculating movie that treats men as throwaway things that are completely useless in a civilized society. Oliver Stone has also received criticism.
Now, I could make comments about the Barbie movie, but I won't, because I genuinely haven't watched the movie. I listened to people's thoughts, I listened to the reviews, I listened to I'm Just Ken, and the melody is actually very good. I just redid that song. I can't comment actually on that song because I redid it into my own version, which I think sounds more masculine. But on the movie, well, it's hard for me to comment because then I'm gonna go against my principles, and I can't lie to you. I can't lie to you because no one would really find out about it. But I just can't.
Criticism. He criticized Ryan Gosling for not focusing on more serious films. He said Ryan Gosling is wasting his time if he's doing that bleep for money. He said that in June of last year.
Now, to be true, there is a movie with Ryan Gosling that is going to appear soon. And what I have to tell is that is basically most of the roles he does. Although he was good in 2049, which, hey, is actually a role, although he's dating a robot there. Yeah, Ryan Gosling is too much of a complicated character for me. I genuinely don't know how women are very attracted to him. But maybe because he's Ken.
He shouldn't be part of this infantilization of Hollywood. Now it's all fancy, fancy, fantasy, including all the war pictures, fantasy, fantasy. And then he said, later, of course, he backed off of it. He said, "I was able to see Barbie and appreciated the film for its originality and its themes. I apologize for speaking ignorantly. We'll see if Shakira backs off the point." But by the way, Shakira's take on femininity is exactly right. Now, femininity is something that belongs to women, and masculinity is something that belongs to men. That doesn't mean that women can't do masculine things or men can't do effeminate things.
Actually, I think Danny Morel said this very nicely, that the most powerful man is the one that could be the most masculine and the most feminine man combined. Like, how did I phrase it in the correct way? Wait, I'm actually going to find this quote because I might screw this up. So for me to not screw this up, I'm just going to show you. Give me a sec. You can skip 5 seconds if you were on here. Pa-da-pa-pa-pa. Oh yeah, here I think it is.
His masculine.
Wait.
When a man is fully in his masculine, he is both masculine and feminine. He is in control of and in contact with and in loving relationship with his mind, his heart and soul, and his body. And when a man is in that energy, he is able to provide for a woman financially, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. And then when a woman, which it's all by design that women are being made to be more like men, she can fend for herself. She can do it for herself. Relationships are 50-50. I don't need no man to take care of me. Any woman that says that is just a woman that was wounded by her father. It's just a woman that created a story when she was a little girl that
That is not the quote I was looking for. I have it on my Instagram, but it's going to take a longer time to look at it. Oh, I actually found it. I think it's this one.
When a man
Yeah, it's
is
this one.
both masculine, driven, visionary, powerful, and also soft, loving, kind, and accepting, and at peace, that man is powerful. That man is unstoppable. That man draws in from his emotional heart center the woman of his dreams, the money of his dreams, the health of his dreams, the life of his dreams. Why? Because he is connected to his higher self, both the masculine in him and the feminine in him, and he owns it.
That was what I was looking for. I completely apologize for showing the first quote that was only partly related to what I was saying before.
It does mean that men are required in our society. And actually, it is very good for men to be involved in society for women. One of the most hilarious social media phenomena that we've seen lately is a bunch of feminists who are realizing they like it when men pay for dinner.
Yeah,
Well,
I really love
yes,
that trend.
of course you like
And
it
you know what's the funniest part about that trend? Usually the girls are actually attractive. Usually it's the attractive girls that are doing these videos. and we know why.
when men pay for dinner because it demonstrates willingness to provide, which is an essentially masculine characteristic. When you rob men of their duty in life, it turns out that men don't just disappear, they become toxic. When you rob men of mission, they redirect those aggressive energies into all the wrong places.
That's true.
There's a great book by George Gilder, sort of a philosopher economist, called Men and Marriage, all about this. And his suggestion is that basically men are robber thieves who act aggressively until they are civilized by women, and all of those aggressive energies are channeled in the direction of building. So either men are going to destroy or men are going to build. When you shut men out of the building apparatus, particularly in terms of building a family, when you don't channel men's aggressive instincts toward protection of wife and hearth and home, you end up with aggressively very bad men. You end up with no men, you end up with really bad men. Half population, still going to end up being men.
Think about it. If the man, like I just had this genius thought. So if a man, he doesn't have what to protect, he's going to try and go get something that he is going to protect. And by getting something, he is going to use power and strength. And if he doesn't feel his soft side, as we just watched by Danny Morel, he might go too far with his aggression. And before you know it, he kind of forgets how it's like to actually provide and protect someone. I think I phrased it well.
The only question is whether those men are going to be channeling their energies in a positive and good direction, or whether they're going to be following WWE light figures who who are boasting about their muscles shirtless while driving Lamborghinis around and running sex rings. Right? Those are the choices that you have. And there are no other choices. Either men are going to channel their aggressive, testosterone-driven instincts into something good, productive, and wonderful society. They're going to build up, or they're going to tear down. Either they're going to build cathedrals, or they're going to tear cathedrals down. There's no in between. There is no man who is redefined to mean woman. And if there were, that would not be a very good man. And what does that mean? It means that it is actually a duty of women to allow men to be men, just as it is a duty of men to allow women to be women, just as it is a fact that it is a form of appropriation for men to pretend to be women and take on all these supposedly female characteristics, and it's a mockery. When women do the same with regard to masculinity, that is also bad. It is also wrong.
Yeah,
men and women are complementary. And the single best articulation of this comes in the book of Genesis. When God creates woman, he creates woman and says that she is Ezer Kenegdo, okay, which is that's the language in Hebrew. Ezer Kenegdo means.
You know what I always found so confusing about women? Is that they think that a lot of men actually don't respect what they're doing from their feminine side. You know, for example, cooking or ironing for them, or keeping a clean house, or simply, I don't know, or simply like keeping, raising children. I mean, the amount of men that understand that how hard it is, it's huge. Sure, there are some dickheads in the world. Nobody argues about it, but we're talking about most. And the most, okay, I'm going to speak of myself mostly. I genuinely do, and the group of people I meet, seriously, like women, if you're watching this and you're a young perspective like lady who is still trying to think which trajectory you want to take, or I don't know, if you're doubting your choices sometimes, this hard work is valued. And it is like, I don't know, like I will definitely compliment and thank for every meal that I will get from my woman, for every ironed shirt that I will see on my bed, because that is hard work. I tried ironing my own shirts a couple weeks ago. I hated it. I hated it, and I hated it. I just wish one day when I don't need to do this, that is good. When someone is going to be willing to iron my shirts, when a woman's going to be willing to iron my shirts, that's when I will understand that she loves me. Like, I can do a lot of stuff, but not ironing shirts. Please don't make me iron my shirts.
Means a helper Kenegdo against him. In other words, men and women are not meant to be perfectly equivalent. Men and women are meant to be complementary. They are meant to bounce off each other. They are meant to work in both cooperation and opposition to one another. And when you get rid of that dynamic, which is what Barbie seeks to do, the Barbie movie is all about how men and women actually be better off not really living together. Barbie doesn't need Ken. Ken's an idiot. And Ken shouldn't be dominating Barbie. And apparently, according to Greta Gerwig's theory of life, those are the two choices. The two choices are effectively either men are marginalized or men are aggressively predominant. But the reality is that it's the beauty of the relationship between man and women that creates civilization. And when you have a civilization like ours, to go back to the theme at the beginning of today's show, a civilization like ours that is built on anti-biblical principles, what you end up with is relationships falling apart, men who act like aggressive bandits, women who are completely unmoored from the thing that makes them women, which, by the way, does have to do with childbearing and rearing. And everyone is less happy. Everyone is less happy, which is why, again, we have the most prosperous and free society in the history of humanity, and we have extraordinarily high depression rates in the West. Not a shock.
Because free and lost doesn't actually make you free. Like, I'm going to sound like some old man trying to teach you life, but the most free you're going to ever feel is in your heart. There's a reason why I told you that I haven't watched the Barbie movie, even though I could have slammed it based on the critics that I've heard. Honesty is the best way to live life because it makes you free from pretending to be someone, and you can actually be you can do whatever you want. And even if it's something weird, if it's something crazy, you never know, but at least you know that it's you, it's the real you. And I believe that finding freedom is actually in being real, because if you're trying to avoid something or trying to pretend that you're someone you are not, well, then you are trapped. You are trapped either in a negative emotion that, okay, I'm going to hide it under this mask, so to say, or you're being trapped in simply in a big bowl that eventually is going to explode once you won't be able to feed up your lies, because lies are the in order for a lie to exist, you need to fill it up 24/7. In order for the truth to exist, in order for reality to exist, it doesn't really need even you. And that's the beauty of life, that you can actually be in it and not overthink how to so to say avoid it, you know. Think I should have formulated it better, but that's a good start.
A cut flower cannot grow. Did you know that a baby's heart begins to beat at just 3 weeks?
I know that this is an ad I didn't get paid for, so I'm skipping it.
Suggesting that Easter was of secondary importance. Trans Day of Visibility was, of course, of primary importance. Pretty much all the members of the cabinet spoke on this, including the secretary.
I have an amazing joke, an amazing story actually about this point of view for today. But first of all, it involves someone who I don't want to mention, because I don't know if they will agree for me to say this. And number two, I can't get canceled for it right now, and I'm not yet ready to say it, but eventually, sooner or later, it's going to pop in somewhere. Trust me, it's a hilarious story.
Secretary of Education. It's very important that our Secretary of Education here in the United States speak to young Americans while wearing a Pride Progress flag pin. It is amazing how quickly all of the left-wing progressive memes make themselves absolute necessities in the Democratic Party. It really is amazing. I'm talking about the flag. Remember that time there was just a gay flag? Remember that? It was just a rainbow flag? And then, like 2 years ago, they started promoting the Pride Progress flag, which is this ugly triangle coming in, and it only had the trans colors. And then George Floyd died. And then they added the brown and the black. Well, now, by the way, there is a second triangle that's coming in from the other side. So a flanking maneuver by various intersectional identity groups.
I only understood how that flag is designed, like, you know, that the gay flag actually symbolizes something. I haven't even dived into the first triangle. Do I need though? Nah, I don't care.
Pretty soon the rainbow is going to be completely crowded out. But celebrating Trans Day of Visibility was our Secretary of Education while speaking to small children. He's wearing this Pride Progress flag pin instead of an American flag pin. Because after all, these are the values of the West now, is the Pride Progress pin, not the American flag.
To be fair, holy damn, what have you done to a nice rainbow? Is it, you know how this flag looks? It looks like someone is trying to destroy a beautiful rainbow. Rainbows are beautiful. Everyone loves rainbows. I don't know why, but for some reason, after a rain, when there's a rainbow, everyone just loves them. But okay, yeah, I thought that my screen freezed for a moment. But yeah, look, it's like this gray and brown thing. It's like sort of eating a nice flag. Why are you doing this, people? And also, I mean, I also wondered, what is the color for like the representatives of the normal group? So if I'm like not into all of this, what flag should I get? Oh yeah, I have a flag. It's my country's flag. I actually have it here, but no, I actually do have it here. Wait, where's my notebook? It's in my notebook, and my notebook is in my bag, and it's too far away. So let's just watch what this guy has to say.
To the many transgender students across the country listening on this Trans Day of Visibility, we in the Biden-Harris administration want you to know that
I'm curious, what does Trans Day of Visibility actually mean? Why couldn't you just call it Trans Day? Like genuinely, like I'm not even being sarcastic right now. What's the point of adding the visibility part?
We see you, we support you, and we celebrate you. We also know it's not an easy time to be you.
This is literally the easiest time to be you. You lying. You are lying. This is the easiest time to be them. Have you like, do these people even learn history? Oh no.
Today, we at the Department of Education want you to know that your school, your community, and your country are better because you're a part of it. You don't just
I keep telling myself this every day. The reason my world shines bright is because I'm in it.
belong here. We need you here. From all of us here at the Department of
I'm always curious, why would he add the sentence that they need them here? Like, what for? You know why he can't say it? Because whatever he says, we need you for, it's going to sound confusing. Too confusing. It's better to just express, the general words like, yeah, let's celebrate you, we love you, we need you, we care about you. Why we won't say anything, but just know that we embrace you and we do everything good that includes you. We share you, we support you, we play domino with you, we eat pizza with you. I don't know.
Department of Education, happy Trans Day of Visibility.
Happy Trans Day of Visibility from your Department of Education, federally funded. Are you tired of the lies and the twist of the main?
Okay, I think this is the end of his reaction. I had my fun, I'm not gonna lie. Conclusion of the reaction is not going to be watch the Barbie movie. It's going to be more of be a man, and if you're a man, be a woman if you're a woman. I heard such a nice remix of a show that I started watching today. It is so good, and it adds like with the words like, he was a man and I was a woman. Lovely show. In any case, this was Zeno77 reacting to a video called Shakira is Based. And then we jumped into the Barbie topic, and the actual name of the stream is Love and Dating. And eventually we started talking about transgender. So I promise the next reaction is going to be organized better. Plus, for those of you watching on the stream, we still have the Love Don't Judge video, and I still haven't expanded over an hour streaming. So with that being said, for those of you watching this on YouTube, I wish you a very nice day, because I don't think that you're going to be watching this before going to bed or for dinner. So it's probably still daytime wherever you are, and have a great day. Put a smile on that face, usually, like a nice smile. See you in my other reactions. Woo! Okay, this was much more fun. Now, we are going... Okay, I have to stop showing these ads. Okay. Are you ready to watch the next reaction? I hope you're ready to watch it. Oh boy. One of the most favorite channels, because that's why I am not subscribed to it. It's going to be this amazing one called Love Don't Judge. And today we're going to be talking about someone who, as I understood... Oh wait, I actually have to do an official intro. I spent $4,000 to marry myself. Judge, don't love. Yes, because I am now doing this show. And imagine if I started a project. I think I should categorize reactions to these videos and actually switch the name. Judge, don't love. Or if you come up with a better example, I will include it, and I will name this project like this. Now, this channel is trying to bring love. Let's see the first comment. Why go on a date when you're already married to yourself? Isn't that cheating? The first comment is judging. So don't blame me. Don't blame me for judging someone on this YouTube channel. The comment section is already sharing most of the thoughts. Let's dive into the reaction.
This is Danny. She fell in love with, well, Danny.
We're 6 seconds into the reaction and it already sounds stupid. It's not even weird, it's stupid. Like, she fell in love with herself. God, if you don't love yourself, you don't really belong into this earth, because it's super hard to survive if the only person you have full control of, and if you don't love the only person you have actually full control of.
I'm judged because I spent $4,000 on a wedding to marry myself.
Like, you know how people like this image. This is a woman kissing her reflection. This is someone kissing their own reflection. You know who who was called in ancient myths like this? A narcissist.
Her self-love ceremony hit the headlines and the critics came out in force.
Yo, this is the dumbest, most narcissistic I've ever seen.
Okay, to be fair, I'm not going to be insulting because I don't know her personally. She hasn't done anything bad to me, and I absolutely am sure that she's not going to care about this reaction. So I'm not going to be insulting, but I'm going to be pointing out like specific stuff. Narcissist is not an insult because this is genuinely the definition of a narcissist. It's like, I don't know, if it's like calling someone racist who is actually racist. Like, it's not insulting. This is just describing who you are.
You can't even commit to a diet for yourself.
Should I say this? I mean, again, do you really love yourself? I'm just really curious what you love about yourself. Not what's your favorite? What's the favorite part of your body? No, that came out wrong.
I was scared. I was scared for myself. I was scared for my family.
Today, Danny.
No offense. Why would you be scared? Nobody, like, if it weren't for this channel, who would care about you? Like, I'm not trying to offend you, woman. Like, I'm not trying to offend you. The only reason people would slightly care about you is either if you're friends with them, I don't know, maybe related, so you know them like kind of face to face. But from the outside, I'm just watching a YouTube show. Like, I don't even remember. Okay, your name is Danny, but I'm absolutely sure I will forget it like 20 minutes after I finish this stream. So no, I don't care about you.
Danny is going to reveal her unusual relationship status to someone new.
What the
is going on?
Hi, my name is Danny. I am 31 years old and I am an
31 years old. I mean, you still have so much life in you.
influencer and a body image coach.
I'm not going to make these comments. I promise not to insult anyone.
Before the wedding, I spent a couple years in therapy, just really trying to find myself. During my self-love journey, I stopped drinking, I stopped having sex, I was in therapy, I spent a lot of quality time with.
Okay, I'll give her that. At least she boosted up her confidence. That's a good thing.
Myself, taking myself on dates, just really learning what I.
But why do you say taking yourself on? Okay, you're looking into. I mean, I do also enjoy myself in front of in the mirror. I think I have a great body, but I don't call this love. Like, There is a definition what marrying is.
I like.
Did you dream of getting married as a child?
Not to anybody. When I was a child, I dreamed of marrying myself. I always just thought the wedding
There is a clear definition of what a wedding means.
was about the woman anyway. Why can't I love myself? Why can't I celebrate myself? I'm not hurting anybody.
Celebrate it. Don't call it a marriage.
I planned the wedding before
Call it a self-esteem party. Call it a self-esteem party where I wear a white dress. Call it a me party. Call it a Danny celebration. But just don't call it a marriage. Look, this is a cup. It's not a glass. It's not a bottle. And even if it really wanted, it can't transform into a lamp. You know why? Because this is a cup. It's got its clear definition. A wedding has its own clear definition. A party for yourself also has a clear definition. Why are we still doing this? Why are we still celebrating this? I'm generally going to go through the comment section after this video because I know I'm not the only one who is outraged about this, but I actually want to see supportive comments. I genuinely want to.
Or I let anyone know about it because I did
Because
not want.
then it's useless. Genuinely, then the whole purpose of this channel turns into mocking someone and showing out the fullness or the things that should be judged instead of not judged.
I don't want anyone to deter me from marrying myself. My big day was so special because all of my family and friends came to support me. My nephew walked me down the aisle. I did not have any bridesmaids or groomsmen standing up. Everyone got to sit on the front row because it's my wedding. Okay? But you're there. You're looking cute. When I got to the altar, there was this mirror. I just got to see myself. It was super emotional in that moment. Looking at my reflection, who I am, how I've grown. I put the ring on myself and I said I do.
Do you promise to value yourself?
Yes, I do.
I'm afraid, guys. I mean, I could do what every popular YouTube person does and just start, shouting, insulting. But I don't want to do that. I'm genuinely afraid. I'm genuinely afraid how it's being shown. I need to see the comment section, guys. I need to see the comment section. I need to get a sense of fresh air. Okay, I don't know how to react to this. It's the difference between narcissism and self-love. She loves herself and has confidence. As long as she's happy, that's all that matters. Hating her won't make you a better person. I'm not helping her, sweetie. Or is it a man? I don't know. Raquel. No, Raquel is a woman's name. I'm not hated. I'm genuinely afraid for her and for everyone around. This actually might be the healthiest thing I've seen on this channel in a while. I mean, looking at the stuff that this channel is posting, this is not the worst thing. Leave her alone. She got posted on the YouTube channel. I didn't... Leave her. What do you mean leave her alone? The reason she's getting posted on this channel is attention. Is because she agreed to it, because she wants people to know her story. So as I said, I think a couple reactions ago, if you want to be posted on YouTube, then and you want to get the attention, then please expect the attention, whatever it could be. Now, I'm super polite to her. I'm super polite to her. I didn't insult her once. But these comments are actually making me mad. This shit is frightening me. But this is actually making me mad. Self-love journeys should be salary. Everyone should do it. Makes you a better partner, friend. Okay, I said I want positive comments, but not all. If I was a man dating this young woman, I'd be intimidated. I'd be in competition with someone who loves herself. You can see how happy that's not. Oh my god. I have a window here. I need to go breathe. Oh, fresh air. No, I just. Oh my god. I'm gonna keep it open. It's too hard. But we gotta be strong. We gotta stay strong.
I posted my wedding shortly after I married myself, but then a few months later, hate pages picked up my wedding. There are pages created to make fun of people, and then more and more pages started picking it up. I was on.
Welcome to internet. Welcome to social media. You will always find, but isn't it? I thought that this was a good, it's a good thought that if you are having haters, you're on the right path, isn't it right?
On Fox News, and their intent was to embarrass me. A lot of people had a lot of negative things to say. Cough, cough, narcissism. No wonder she can't get a man. What does that even mean? I'm pretty. Gosh, she must be so lonely. Absolutely not. I have me. Yo, this is the dumbest, most narcissistic I've ever seen. Make a commitment to yourself. You can't even commit to a diet. What a joke. Sounds like someone's in their mom's basement. Whenever we don't like how someone expresses their self-love, we use narcissism. I'm just confident, and I think people have a hard time accepting someone who looks like me be confident.
I'm a pound cake. Well, let me check her profile. Let me check her profile. Because you know the fun thing, although I sometimes get confused with these people, I genuinely want to talk to them. Like, I want to understand how their mind works. Like, how do they think? How does this shit work? 30 under 30 award. 30 under 30? Okay, I'm not going to make the comment about her being a model. Shut up. On Big Mike. What? Oh, hell no. YouTube is gonna get me blocked for this. But to be fair, she's not that popular as I thought she would be with all that attention. Maybe I could try contact her. That would be an excellent collab. I genuinely would like to talk to this person. Not to offend her, not to be rude, but I want to know how she's thinking. Because what I'm seeing is actually, I'll be honest, it's frightening to me. But you know, if you talk to someone who, if she can convince me this is okay, well, then probably she's gonna be right.
Because we are told that in our society that people who look like me should feel shame and sad about who they are. The most hurtful comment I expect.
I don't think they do talk like this. It's not that you should feel ashamed of how you look. It's how you should feel ashamed of how you tolerate it, of how you behave, how do you think about this situation, you know? There's nothing wrong about being fat. Like, okay, I don't care, I said it. There's nothing wrong about being fat. Every single person that I see in the gym and who is extremely even obese have my biggest respect ever. I can't even comment on it. I genuinely respect every single one because they are going out there and they are doing something with theirs. Like, they understand that they have a problem or they have an issue. Like, it's not good to be lazy. It's not good to be fat. It's not good to be ugly. And there are things you can do about it. And, you know, you can just start from the basics. So it's not that you should be ashamed of how you look. It's you should be ashamed that you tolerate it and think it's okay. That's what you should be ashamed of.
Experience online was people saying that I had to marry myself because no one would want me. What messages are we sending people of size? That they're unlovable, that they're unworthy? That's not true. I can get married to a man tomorrow. People went and researched me.
No, you can't. It's not an insult. You can't. I don't believe that you can find a man unless we're going to bet and you're going to find someone who's willing to step into this bet. But even as a prank, I think the marrying process still takes more than 24 hours.
And found my address online. The letter that I received in the mail said I was going to go to hell if I didn't repent for marrying myself. I was scared. I was scared for myself. I was scared.
Okay, death threats, it's like too much. Again, that is the reason why I'm trying to be so chill on the internet, because then later on when you go out there in real life, you have to be approximately the same person. You know, death threats, even to the like, yeah, that is over going the line. Like, even sending her the mail in the like was stamping, like bothering. That's already too big of a step. I mean, I'll be honest. Apart from this, maybe I'll try to reach out to her, or maybe I won't do that. Then I'll genuinely like not care unless she responds. What will we see about that?
Care for my family, and it became very expensive to protect myself. When I posted my wedding on my page, everyone was pretty positive.
Obviously, they're your followers.
Yes, sis. Tell them sis proud of you. They wish they had your willpower and confidence. Girl, celebrate your journey and what does nobody's have to say. No matter
Celebrate, just don't call it the wedding.
What your gender or background is, that we all should be loving ourselves.
Okay, I'm not trying to offend anyone, but does anyone genuinely think this looks beautiful? I'm not even trying to I'm not trying to say that someone like it looks ugly, but I'm not even trying to say anything about attractiveness. I'm genuinely trying to understand, does this look beautiful? Like, does this look cool? Does this look trendy? Houston, we got a problem. We got a huge problem.
Being in a romantic partnership is very different than having a self-love relationship. I've dated in the past, but none of those people lived up to my expectations. I was dating up until Valentine's Day, but he had to go. Today, I'm going on a blind date. I don't know who he is. I know nothing about him. I am feeling...
That is cheating. The top comment was right. That is cheating. Because a marriage requires a partner. But I mean, nobody cares about terminology here, I guess.
Nervous. I wasn't before, but now I am getting a bit nervous.
An Sie Wertpapiere mit IG und erhalten einen Bonus von
I'm
300
not gonna lie, this is one of the first, this is probably the first time in a reaction when I am happy to see that.
Euro. Wie soll das gehen?
What's your name?
Danny, what's your name?
Adam, nice to meet you.
Adam, nice to meet you. Oh, thank you.
How are you, Danny?
You did go on a date. Might as well compliment her. If he thinks she's beautiful, I'm not going to judge him. That is something that I'm not going to judge.
Fantastic.
I feel like I dressed too.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm a fly girl, so just next time you'll know.
Yeah. Next time I gotta get my tux on. You know what I mean? We'll go matching and stuff.
Exactly. Well, I have something interesting to tell you.
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay.
All yours.
I married myself.
You married yourself?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you want to see it?
Yes. What the heck?
Yeah, the guy's confused. I don't know why. I feel like I've watched this video. Haven't I watched this video? It was only 2 days ago. Maybe I watched a similar video. I don't know why, but I have some weird flashbacks.
That is amazing. How? Okay, now let's talk about this.
Okay.
So what the is going on?
Exactly. He's this is a good guy, actually. Like, he's trying to... He's weird about this, and he's trying to understand what just happened. Look, he already drank like half of the beer. Like, he's trying to protest all of it.
Where does that come from? Like, why?
Originally, I wanted to marry myself because I wanted to just have a wedding and do a ceremony. But when COVID happened and I couldn't.
That's not a wedding. A wedding requires. Wedding's not about a ceremony or about people. Now, I will try to reach out to her and we're going to have. Imagine if will say yes to this conversation. This is going to be one of the biggest debates on this YouTube channel, or one of the greatest conversations, or I don't know what. I have another also project working on right now. Oh my God. But yeah, this is so hard to watch. Sorry, this is hard to watch.
Couldn't do that. It turned into something deeper than that. It was about me turning over a new chapter, living the life I always wanted to live on, and letting go the shame and the hurt that I felt all those years. And I read vows and everyone committed to a self-love journey, and people said I do to themselves, holding their ring up in the air.
You know what? At first I was thrown off, but that idea is so beautiful.
Thank
You
you.
are an amazing person. You're an amazing person.
Thank you.
That is a beautiful, I think more people need to do that.
Yeah, but they don't have to call it wedding or love, and they don't. Brother, I mean, woman, you found a good guy. Hold on to him.
A lot of people were crying at the wedding because the story that I shared about my self-love journey really touched them. And to hear people say like, look, I'm going on this journey with you too. I had a need.
Imagine someone gives me the invitation. They say, hey, want to go to a wedding with me? Oh, great. Who's marrying? Yeah, there's this colleague of mine. She's marrying herself. Stick to the guy, lady.
Niece, she was there and she loves telling people, my auntie Didi married herself and I married myself. And it's really cool to see a kid 4 years old is talking about self-love because she attended my wedding.
I really like people.
That is actually nice. I am not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I don't really have a problem with the whole idea she's had. I have a whole problem. Okay, let's finish the reaction and then I will give a final thought, because this is actually a very good reaction, I believe. One of the best that we probably did before. It tackles important issues that I have to address.
People who live their life, regardless of what anybody else thinks, they're gonna live their life how they want to. And you're that, you know? You're not interested in what people have to say about you. You're not interested in what people have to think about you. You're not interested in any of those things.
Like, come on.
What did your family say when you did that?
I told my parents I had an announcement and they were like, what? My mom was like, oh, my stomach hurts. I don't know if I can take an announcement from you. My dad at first wasn't for it. They kept calling it a thing for a very long time. And I was like, Mama, my wedding is not a thing. My dad walked up to me at the end of the wedding and said, this was beautiful, and gave me a hug. My wedding was all about releasing all of the things that were holding me back from loving myself. I married myself, and then I have a different marriage, and that's a marriage with a romantic partner. And you should have.
Why do you call it a marriage? You do see the problem. You're seeing the same problem I'm seeing.
A marriage with yourself too.
You know what? I don't have a marriage with myself, but I do have a pretty good relationship with myself.
So it's safe to say you don't think I'm narcissistic.
That's the whole freaking point. Like, genuinely, you don't need a wedding. No. Oh my God. Just play on.
No, not at all. So you seem like a very giving person.
I have had a guy who said, look, I don't want to date a girl who married herself. And that's okay, but he tried to spin the block. You can't spin the block. Once you say it's done, it's done. I'm not that kind of girl.
You try to come back around, huh?
No, I got options.
No way. You said, bye, I'm out.
I'm out.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Good for you.
I'm not thirsty.
I am thirsty right now, though. Does that mean if we get married, it's going to be a tropo?
Cheers!
Cheers to you and your future success.
Yours too. We had a lot in common. I think it's dope. I'm down to meet up with him again. He's pretty cool. I mean, we don't have to walk down the aisle tomorrow. I think marrying myself has made me stronger. Just to do something that big and that bold for myself. And now I know that I can go after what I want. I love myself and I'm not gonna apologize for it. I will continue to inspire women and show little girls that loving them. I will continue to inspire women and
TikTok. Check the 13, or is it Instagram? Because I'm not sure what specifically that is. The avatar looks the same as on Instagram. The description looks the same as the Instagram, although the photo is reversed. I'm gonna go look at her for her on TikTok. She increased the number of her viewers on TikTok is now 7,000. And here it's 1,734 posts. Okay, this is some sort of maybe an old video that they're re-uploading. Let's just finish and then I'll make an important
and show little girls that loving themselves is the most beautiful thing that they can do. Ta-da!
To conclude this video, the only problem that I have and anyone else should have is the fact that you are calling this a marriage. Because that's what like triggers all the problems. Because I'm not gonna lie, she seems like a nice person. She genuinely seems like a nice person. Really doesn't care about what others say. Well, maybe she did a couple comments about someone texting from their mom's basement, but in her defense, the comments were not that good towards her, and she did receive threats via mail, so that pushed a little bit. But she's not a terrible person. She's genuinely not a terrible person. If we make the image from the video, it's good that you love yourself, and it's good to inspire people to be okay, to love themselves, to like know that you are you and you're still standing. But the only problem that I have with this is the fact that you call this a marriage. And I have a theory. Now, I have a theory that the only reason you would say it's a marriage is to drive attention. Now, it's only an assumption. I don't know. Maybe the story of you talking about young you is also true. But let's think about this. You're saying that you that you want to have a marriage for yourself. Now, if you just say, okay, I wanted to celebrate a party and I want to celebrate it to me, and I spent 4,000 on a party for myself, you can argue how selfish and narcissistic is that. But really, I'll be honest, that doesn't drive as much attention as, organizing a thing and calling it marriage. So this is the whole confusion of the video, and the conclusion of this reaction would be, people, everything has its own name. There's a reason a wedding is called a wedding. There's a reason a party is called a party. There's a reason a prom is called a prom. You can't organize a kindergarten goodbye and call it prom, because prom is specifically about high schoolers. There's a graduation party for college graduates. That's the reason we label it with names. Conclusion of this reaction: learn your language, will it be English or any other language. We don't judge the language, because I genuinely don't know where you're watching this from. In any case, I think I turned my computer. This was Xeno77 today, streaming for you, producing all of this, so to say, all by myself. I hope you enjoyed this. I had another love don't judge reaction for you, but guys, if I was freaking out on this one, which really is chill compared to something that we could watch, for example, someone loving ghosts, gotta be patient, and I gotta keep my nervous system. Also, I gotta wake up early, and I got some stuff to do. And I hope you also have some stuff to do. So I very much thank you for watching this. If you're watching this in replay, if you're watching this live, thank you once again. Zeno77 working on projects for you, and let's get to 75 subscribers. And I promise next week we are doing a similar stream, like on the similar theme, but I will be prepared better. Okay, too much talking from me, less talking needed now. Thank you again, and goodbye.